Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, we post fast baseball news and other baseball content like this on the channel, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyways, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about Jake Odorizzi and the Philadelphia Phillies. They have started talking to Odorizzi late in the offseason. The Phillies have had a pretty big offseason adding to their bullpen, but now they want to add to the rotation, which would really complete their team. That division is going to be really tough, so they need the best pitching that they can get. Odorizzi, if he does sign in Philly, would most likely be joining Wheeler and Nola, but some of them deal with injuries, but most likely going with Wheeler, Nola, and Odorizzi. Not that bad of a rotation. They also have some young guys over there as well who can pitch very well. Some other teams that are looking at Odorizzi are still the Los Angeles Angels. Apparently, Odorizzi is a little hesitant to go over to Los Angeles considering the whole situation going on over there. There's not really, the Angels aren't a bad team, but they've always sort of struggled when it comes to making the playoffs, and their pitching coach is also suspended right now, and he's probably going to be fired, but that's a story for another day. Anyways, so Odorizzi is still talking to other teams like Boston, Minnesota, Toronto, and now the Phillies are in the mix. There might be another mystery team in the mix, but Odorizzi is supposed to sign by the end of next week, so stay tuned for that. I don't know who he's going to go to. There's a lot of teams in play. He's apparently asking for 3 years, $45 million, so definitely interesting to see where he's going to go. Going on to our next story, the Toronto Blue Jays. I have an update on the roster, so it is confirmed Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is going to start off at first base. Today, Ross Atkins told him to go out and become a Gold Glove first baseman. He's still going to play some games at third base, but the Blue Jays have their heart set on Cavan Biggio as a third baseman. Guerrero as a first baseman, and then they're going to be using Tellez and Gritchett and Kirk as the DH. Apparently, Gritchett, it hasn't been confirmed, but Gritchett is most likely going to be the bench bat. Tellez is going to be DHing, and they're going to see what Kirk has during spring training at the DH spot. He might start off in AAA though, so that's the update on their hitting and like lineup roster. Going on to the pitching for Toronto, they are experimenting Trent Thornton as a possible starter. He's come out of the pen. I think he has made some starts for them in the past. He dealt with some injuries, bone spurs in his elbow the last year, so it's interesting to see what he has. He has a very good slider. He has a decent fastball. I'm pretty sure he throws a changeup, so the upside is there for Thornton. He's always dealt with some injuries or being too young. He's good now. He came over in a deal from Houston a couple years ago, so it's definitely interesting to see what Thornton has. The Jays are getting really creative with the rotation right now. They have Ryu, Pearson, Ray, Rourke, and Matz. It doesn't seem like they have their heart set on Matz or Rourke. I know they want them to go back to what they used to be, but in case it doesn't happen, the Blue Jays have been experimenting with Simeon Wood Richardson, who is one of their best pitching prospects, but I think they want to wait until not spring call-ups, September call-ups, my bad. So I think they want to wait until then with him. They're going to use Thornton as a starter. They're testing out Luciano, who's one of their bullpen/closing arms, as a starter, so maybe he can make the team that way. They've also been looking at some other prospects. They want to see what Alex Manoah can do. Alex Manoah would probably be MLB ready if he was a reliever, but they want to use him as a starter. And there's some other names. They've been linked to some other starters in free agency. It doesn't look like they're going to make a trade, but it looks like they're trying to get creative and not trying to spend money on starters, so definitely interesting to see what they're doing. Maybe they go and add another piece at the deadline. Anyways, that is all the news for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.